Hello everybody, my name is Trinkies. I'm a professional singer and a vocal coach, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, I really want to say a huge thank you for being so welcoming to the new series that I brought, which is 2 singers and 1 song. It was a huge success and I really appreciate it. I genuinely did not expect that, and you can be definitely looking forward more and more of this goodness. I have a bunch of verses prepared, and you can be looking forward bunch of recommendations that you gave me. And today we're gonna continue with Marcelito versus Lyodra, and it's gonna be a song called Prayer. Before we're gonna dive in the video, I just want to put up the exclamation. This is in no way, shape, or form comparing who is a better singer. Both of the singers are extremely talented young people, and I have a huge respect towards both of them. You know that I already reacted to Marcelito, the Prayer. I love that. And Lyodra is my girl. First and the most important point in these videos is to point out the differences between the techniques of the 2 singers or the 2 bands, to look how they made the song theirs, how they implemented their own signature techniques in the song, and overall how much they adapted the character of the song. Don't forget to subscribe, because currently I'm uploading every second day. Plus, I have 2 very important reasons why you should subscribe. First of all, I have a wonderful odds and decorations, including the cookie jar. And second, I have a lot of new surprises to come, and I think you're gonna really enjoy it, so you don't want to miss it. So now, without any further ado, we're gonna start with Lyodra. She's gonna be singing with Judika or Judika. Let me know what is the correct pronunciation. And this was a performance from Indonesian Idol 2020. So let's go. All right. Now that's my girl. God, look at their stance. Shoulders back.
Pray you'll be alright.
Very breathy and pronounced.
And watch us where we go.
I still can't from her eyes.
And help us to be wise. In times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer.
This song is full of really beautiful long tones that you have time to develop fully.
We lose our way.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop for a second. So Lyodra is definitely keeping her theatric performance style. I love that about her. I feel like that suits her fantastically, even though she's extremely young, but somehow she can pull it off. The beginning of the phrases are extremely breathy. She's like almost lightly touching them, and she's putting a lot of emphasis at the very end of the phrases, and she's fully developing it, but the song is basically built like that. What I really like is that even though she is singing extremely lightly, she's still inserting a lot of vibrato there. When you're singing this extremely lightly, it's very intricate, and you have to be very careful. So the vibrato has to be controlled, and she's doing a very good job.
Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us grace
So breathy. Do you hear that very light vibrato?
La luce che tu dai.
Pray will find your light.
She's singing with a fuller voice now, just to match his tone color.
And hold it in our hearts.
A ricordarci che
When stars go out each night,
eterna stella sei.
Open the mouth, come on. need to open the mouth with these kind of pieces just to develop the tone.
Let this be our way.
Quanta fede
With shadows
che
lead us to a place.
guide us with your grace. Give us faith so
She's using a lot of voice breaks, which is very typical for her. So when he started singing, her technique changed a little bit, but it's because she had to start using her chest voice more and use a little bit fuller voice to match him, because he is singing with a very full voice, a very typical man full voice. I just noticed that he looked at her in a like attempt to like connect. When two people are singing together, it's extremely important to look at each other, because the timing, the feeling, everything should be very closely connected between you two. And with a song like Prayer, where there are so many instances where you just can go your own way and kind of never meet in the middle, which can be a problem, it's extremely crucial to have that connection between each other.
Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia,
See? Now they're facing.
speranza. Ognuno dirà, ma non so
I'm just
simbolo di pace, di fraternità. La forza.
Oh my god, so much happened. Hold on. So, especially in this song, it's extremely important that in the very light, high tones, your vibrato match. So those two voices need to resonate approximately at the same kind of time, just to create that beautiful resonating mass that is like those two voices connected together. And even though they had a lot of moments where they were not very much matching, that one tone that they pulled, and I feel like it might have been coming from the very close interaction they had before, they pulled that one very well. It was beautiful, high, bright tone, beautiful build from both of them. And the resonance was just incredibly well in sync. And it was needed to be synced. Like, it needs to be in sync at that place. Like, it's crucial. Also, Lyodra finished with her head voice. So she basically belted and then switched to her head voice, especially to falsetto. And she is very young to have a strong, full falsetto. But I still think that she pulled it very well. The switch was very nice. And the falsetto is strong enough to kind of catch up on the tone before, so it's very well done. Shook.
Nel desidero che
She's using a lot of voice breaks.
non trovi amore intorno dentro sé.
A little girl.
Let this be our way.
Very lightly. Well done.
Just like every child.
Just like every
When I learned, almost jazzy.
Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so
Okay, are we ready?
we'll be saved.
Nice, Lyodra. Good job. Very beautiful belt. The way she can belt and keep the resonance so strong. I love her. Holy cow, she's an amazing singer. Oh, what happened? gonna replay the very finally just to see what happened. So here was the beautiful long dragged tone in her belt, very open. It was so very well done. You can see how much she's completely open. Her throat is relaxed, her mouth is wide open. Like, that was a very well done belt. Beautiful. Communication is very good too now. What happened at the very end is that Judika did not grasp the tone very well. He had a very uncontrolled voice break, which can happen. I feel for that so badly. I feel like every vocal coach, every singer, when we hear this, our heart bleeds because every single person's been there. It doesn't matter how good of a singer you are, how much you have your stuff mastered down to the T. Sometimes this can happen. It can be influenced by sickness. It can be stress, which I think in this case, it was stress, honestly. So yeah, in this case, I would say it was a stress. He had a uncontrolled voice break, but he saved it. Props for him. He was actually able to recover, but sadly, it was extremely obvious that it was there. But he recovered, he didn't give up, which is amazing. Let's compare it to like a model thing, you know, like when you fall, you gotta get up and you gotta finish the catwalk. So props for him, because he did not let go, he did not give up. He actually kind of almost redeemed himself with like a very beautiful, open, bright belt after that. So good job. This can happen to everyone. But if we focus on Lyodra, she decided not to belt, which I'm actually very surprised. She went with her head voice, with her falsetto. And even though she's extremely young and her falsetto is not as strong, I would definitely expect Lyodra to belt it, because I know that she is a belter and I know that she enjoys. I don't mind. The falsetto was very well done. And also it gave her the chance to finish with a super high, beautiful, angelic tone, which was very well resonating in her head. So well done with the falsetto choice that I would not expect from Lyodra, but very well done. I really commend her for that. Overall, I really feel like they put a lot of energy and a lot in this song. They really tried their hardest. I feel like they both separately would shine for me. I'm not sure if they were 100% fitting to each other, because I feel like they're both very good singers, but I feel like they have both very different styles, and they definitely matched very well in certain parts of the song, but in other parts of the song they were a little bit further from each other. But overall, I feel like The Prayer is a difficult song. It's difficult to really match with your partner and to deliver the same emotion. You really gotta be in sync, like very well in sync. So I still feel like they did really amazing job. I feel like Lyodra is an extremely huge talent for her age, and as I said before in my reactions to Lyodra, I cannot wait for her to go further and further and to see her develop. And now let's continue with Marcelito and his double take on The Prayer, because he will be singing both voices, the women and the men part.
Wish 1075.
I pray you'll be alright in watches where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer.
Beautiful. He sings so lightly.
When we lose our way.
The biggest the difference between Lyodra and Marcelito is that Lyodra started very breathy, very lightly. She was using a lot of very light, very airy vibrato. On the other side, Marcelito is more using very straight, beautiful tone, and at the very end he develops it in a very, very light vibrato. Overall, he's not using too much breathiness. His tones are stable, they are full, so he's using his full voice. I'm always tripping on how close his tone quality is to Celine Dion. Like, it's incredible. So he starts phrases slightly out of the pitch and then gradually tunes them to the perfect pitch, which I was talking about in his reaction on my channel before. So you've heard it, but still, I just really wanted to mention it.
Lead us to a place,
More open.
guide us with your grace to a place where we'll be safe.
See?
La luce che tu dai
I pray we'll find your love
I love his tone quality in like both instances.
and hold within our hearts.
a ricordarci che
The stars go out each night.
eterna stella sei
The switches are fantastic, very quick.
nella mia preghiera
Let this be our prayer.
quanta fede c'è
He's still singing lightly in both voices.
lead us to a place
Guide us with your grace.
give us faith so we'll be saved.
I call Marcelito a vocal gymnast because he can switch incredibly fast. His vocal cords are incredibly flexible. He is still singing extremely lightly in both voices, so he's very light with the higher voice, and he's very light with his full chest voice too. So he's still starting extremely slow, which is a very good choice because there is a very difficult breath management when you're switching this fast. I personally feel like the switches are very admirable from my point of view, but what's really admirable for me is how he managed to breathe in time and breathe in the correct places, because the placement here for breath is just crucial. As you can see, the biggest difference is between the length of the phrases. Lyodra and Judika had a place to really drag and develop beautiful long phrase because the other one was already starting theirs. Here with Marcelito, he has to really manage his time and manage his battles. So he has to finish one phrase to have a time to breathe in and continue with another phrase immediately. So that's a huge difference.
Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza.
I love his tone quality and his full
Un
chest
mondo
voice.
di giustizia, di speranza. Ognuno di la mano a sua vicina.
Good job.
Simbolo di pace, di fraternità. La forza che ci dà.
Just very quickly mention, I really am happy that he chose like the biggest belt in the whole song to do belt from his full chest voice. Like, I'm very happy that he did that because it was suiting way more for him.
We ask that light be kind
Ed essere ocean,
in waters from above.
ognuno trovi amore
We hope it's so we'll find
intorno e dentro sé.
another soul to love.
Let this be our prayer,
Let this be our prayer.
just like
He tames
every
down.
child.
Team
Just
down.
like every child.
Need to find a place, guide us with your grace.
I love how
Give us
sensitive it
faith
can be in
so
both
we'll
voices.
be safe.
갇혀서
Nice! Oh my god.
sento che ci salva.
And now the tough part.
Wish exclusive on Wish 1075.
His reaction is absolutely normal, honestly. Breath management there needs to be on point because you have 3 tones, one after another, going up. And the higher you go, the more oxygen you're using, and it's literally like climbing mountain, up and up and up, and just less and less oxygen, but you really need to use the most energy at the very end. So the last tone is, of course, the longest, the most brightest. Of course, that part of his registra, the very high part, is not his most natural. I feel like he probably feels the most natural in his like chest voice, in the mem part that he's using. I am still very proud of him for managing those 3 tones so well. He did not go for any vibrato, he just went for very beautiful, straight, precise tones. And I really applaud him for that because they are difficult on their own. You don't have to do anything on top of that, basically. One thing that I really love about Marcelito is that many people just say that he has this contrast of woman voice and like the man voice. But I feel like he showed in this performance is that he has many colors under the 2 of those voices. So he can go very strong, very light in both of those voices, which is kind of subcategories under the 2 main categories. And it's just awesome because he's adding so much color to the color spectrum he already has. Overall, I feel like there's been 2 performances that are very well done in their own way. As you can see, one song that's been done by 2 legendary singers, and you can see the same song in like completely different 2 situations. Plus, I think they showed us how beautiful the song is, how many different faces this song can have. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have more recommendations for 1 song and 2 singers, let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell, because every single time I upload a new video you can be the first in the comment section, and I like and comment on most of the first comments so you can flex on everybody else. First and foremost, stay safe and healthy, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye bye.